Welcome to this commentary. I'm Darlanio, and this is the first game between Ra and Moon from the Dreamhack Summer Tournament 2011 in the 16 playoffs. It's played on Metalopolis, and we see Ra as the blue Protoss in the south position. In the north position we have the red Zerg Moon. And this will be an interesting game. We have Moon's Overlord coming over to the close by air base, but he will find no play there. And so far there's no probe scouting from Ra. What are the players doing? Ra is warping in the pylon, and we see Moon doing his extractor trick, getting him 11 drones when having a maximum supply of 10 with that one overlord. Now he has 2 overlords. So far nothing new. We have seen Moon do the extractor trick earlier, and DuckloadRa, as he's called here, or just White Raw or Raw, is playing the standard build for Protoss with 9 supply pylon, the 12 supply gateway, and 15? Okay, 15 supply assimilator. I might be wrong, that might be the standard approach. I thought it was something else though. The 13 supply assimilator. Okay, we see a spawning pool coming from Moon at maybe 13 supply or something like that. It's almost finished, and we see an extractor. So he's getting that first 100 gas that he might be using for speedlings. Where is that probe? It's blocking the expansion point, the natural expansion for Moon. And he has picked up some minerals. It's never bad to decrease your opponent's mineral with 5. And probably getting a seizure there. Okay, that probe is not going to get home, at least not if he is chased by those 2 Zerglings all the way. But at least he was able to damage his opponent by decreasing the number of minerals he has available with 5. Well, okay, maybe he is able to get home with that probe. Actually, it's down to 17 hit points right now, but he was able to regenerate the shield some earlier. Yes, it looks really good right now for him. Oh, yes, he made it with 7 hit points left. He could have taken one more shot. The expansion for Moon is of course coming up here. And we see this pylon from White Raw checking out that corner of the base where he has no vision otherwise. I mean. So nothing out of the ordinary right now. Ra is preparing for his natural expansion. Natural expansion for Moon is almost finished. Moon is having his 2 Zerglings or Speedlings now. Controlling the Selnaga towers to have that extra vision. Checking out there's no proxy pylon here. Important to have some sort of vision of this part of your base when playing on Metalopolis. A lot of stuff can happen here. You can use it in your own base to place a proxy building. For example, to see White Raw place a dark shrine out here might be possible. I don't think he's done that when I've seen a game before, but it's possible nevertheless. Okay, the natural expansion for White Raw is coming up. We see some defenses being placed by Moon here. He will probably plan to place a hatchery over here soon. It's almost 7 minutes into the game now, so I suspect he will. Zerg should always have an extra base compared to Protoss or Terran. Especially to Terran, but also compared to Protoss, I think. Something is happening here. We have a group of speedlings moving out fast over the board. Speedlings are fast, that's why they are moving fast. Checking out the third expansion point. Nothing there. And one of them staying behind to keep an eye on that expansion point, and the others attacking this natural expansion like crazy, killing off all probes. Woo! Getting inside the main base without any trouble at all, and starting to kill off those zealots. This is not good for Ra. Misplaced zealot here at the opening caused all this havoc. And as we can see, Ra is trying to warp in more zealots to get rid of these Zerglings, but he has lost a lot of probes. Units lost tab shows that the Protoss player has lost more units than the Zerg, and that's really crazy since Zerg units are so cheap. And the Zerg has almost the double amount of units compared to the Protoss in harvesters. So that's no good start for Ra in this game. He needs to retaliate, he needs to do some quick economic damage. And chasing that hatchery was cancelled, so it was almost no damage at all. That drone going down, not that much of damage either. Two speedlings, that's easy for 3 stoppers to take out. But these roaches waiting here by the statue, gift of freedom from Mengsk, is not as easy to get away alive from. Forced to go inside this expansion point again. They will not be able to take out this hatchery this time, and they're getting killed. I would say Ra is losing already. He is in no position of pushing out. He has no map control. His third expansion point is right now blocked by a speedling. Maybe not that important, but anyway. So it's Moon who has control in this game, and he is up to 98 in supply compared to the 68 that Ra has, and Ra is also supply blocked. Can't believe that this is good. We see him go up here and clear the expansion point. But that also gives a warning signal to the Zerg player. Moon now knows that the Protoss player, that Ra is probably going to expand. And at the same moment as that Nexus is placed, this army of speedlings moves in, kills off that probe and forces the cancel on that Nexus. A new Nexus is being formed, and you can guess what will happen with that in a moment if this army moves. However, I don't think that Moon has any vision here right now. He has this Overlord down here, but that's not enough. Here comes his vision. One speedling, getting killed of course, but he saw this large army and is not moving in with the rest of his units. He is letting that expansion come, and probably will be expanding here or here instead. Or maybe here. Gold isn't bad either. And destroying this pylon to get out of his base. Moon has a changeling inside here, which did not help out in killing that pylon, and still it's just standing there. That's quite interesting. an overlord getting killed. Moon is at 176 and Ra is at 114, so my guess is that if Moon decided to move in right now, and it looks like he is going to do just that, he will probably win this game. Let's see if he also makes use of his other troops. He is using those for distraction and moving in with the rest of his army into this third expansion, and the probes are drawn away from the minerals. We see the forge going down here, and here's the engagement. Force fields, of course, being the Protoss way of living and surviving this kind of engagement. Roaches burrowing below them and healing up at the same time. And this is a really bad battle for Ra. He's doing what he can, he's doing it fine, but he has too few troops here. And the Zerg player is able to reinforce so quickly with his roaches, and meanwhile also attacking the natural. So I guess it will be GG soon. He tries to keep on. His sentries are really good spellcasters, but will they hold? No. He realizes that himself as well and surrenders. It's more easy for me to say he should surrender early because I can see the score, the supply used for both players, and I can see, of course, how his opponent has expanded. With this double vision, seeing both players, it's much easier to tell how a game will go than when you only see one side of the story. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. Moon is in the lead with 1-2-0, but there will be a game 2, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.